if you can't do that, just keep scrolling. Like, why is that so hard? Why is that so hard? Like, if you come across a woman on social media and you just like, you see her like feeling herself, like, hype her up, like hype her up. Sweatshirts, like what? We have some new designs up on the Etsy store, so be sure you go and check those out. Link is down in the description, but be sure to check them out because we just designed these more like, kind of like, this is a very like oversized one. I actually got a 2X just because I don't know, I wanted it to be real big and comfy and oversized and stuff. So it says Torrie's Beauty Tribe on it, and then it has the Unfluencer underneath, so it kind of looks like that like college type like sweatshirt. I don't know. Anyways, these and t-shirts just like these are up on the Etsy store, so be sure to check those out. I don't think anyone needs to try to be like anybody else. If you're trying to be somebody else, that's gonna come across and people are gonna feel that like, oh, like the fakeness. But when you are being undeniably you and you are passionate about what you're doing, people feel that. It hits different. This is it. This is the new direction. Hello, you guys. Welcome back to the channel. And happy Tuesday Talks with Torrie. It's back. I know. They're sporadic. We're just going with it. Anyways, you guys, so this is the makeup look that I'm going to create with you guys today. Just something, it's somewhat simple, but I've been going for more of like a dewy look. So let's go ahead, dive in, and I'm going to show you how I got this look. Alright, so first, before I start doing my makeup and getting into everything, I have to prep my skin because, you know, you gotta have a good base. My earrings are probably gonna end up getting taken off because they're jingle jingles. Anyways, okay, so to prep my skin, I already have like every time I wash my face, after I like pat it dry, I do spray this tonic spray. This one is from pharmacy. It's called the Beauty Essence tonic spray. It's from the Age Reversus line. This is like my ride or die. That's how I feel like I have like no pores pretty much, because like this stuff is my jam. So have to have that. So I spray that on. It's just like, it has like a nice little sprayer on it. It's fancy. So I'll spray that on my face, and I like saturate my face pretty good with that, but I already did that step. Sorry guys, sorry. I already did that step, and then I kind of just let it soak in. If I need to, I'll kind of like pat it dry, but I usually really try to let that just soak in and not get any of it off there. And then from there, I always like to use a serum before I use my moisturizer. I have gotten like big into the skincare, you guys, because we ain't getting no younger, okay? Okay, and yeah, my hair's not styled yet. It's just kind of like air drying, so it's all fuzzy right now, so let's just not talk about it. All right, here we go. So the serum that I am using during the day, I am using the Aqua drops from pharmacy as well. And then also the eye cream that I've really been digging is the Resurface eye cream. Anyone that says eye cream is overrated, you crazy, okay? You crazy. You wanna know why? Because look at this before and after picture of before I really started taking care of my skin. Like, I mean, you guys, like, look at this, look at this. Really? Eye cream don't make a difference? So after I do those 3 steps, that's what I already have on right now. I sprayed my tonic spray, I did my serum, and then I put my eye cream on, okay? So that's been soaking in for a while. The other thing that I have tried recently that I really like the feel of it and like the glowiness that it gives me. I don't necessarily like the smell of it so much, but... So Michaela on TikTok, if you know, you know. I watch her all the time. She's so freaking funny. I love like her personality, everything. She's just so down to earth, and like she always uses this stuff. So of course, I had to try it. Her skin's like glowing all the time. So I'm like, okay, let me try. So I did try the Glow Recipe Plum Plump Hyaluronic. I'm gonna say this wrong. Oh my god. Yeah, I'll just show you. It's this stuff. Okay, it is this stuff. I did get it from Sephora, and then I also got the Dew Drops because she always uses those. And so after I put the moisturizer on, I will put these on just as an extra like hydration. Like, I have really been packing in the hydration with my skin lately, you guys. Okay, so here is what it looks like on the inside here, and it's really nice. Like, you can buy like the refill like pods for it. You don't have to buy the whole glass jar again, because like this glass jar is ginormous. And it just saves you money if you just buy like a refill refill pod if, yeah, if you're out. Okay, anyways, moving on. I just thought that was kind of ingenious. So I am putting some of the moisturizer here all over. I get a little excessive with it. It's fine. Okay. I'm sorry. The smell, like I am not a big smell person when it comes to like my hair smell good, my body, like with lotion and stuff, but scented stuff on my face, that is the only thing that really bugs me. Like it goes away. It does go away. Okay. So like if you're wanting to try it and you're sensitive to smells, it does go away once it soaks in, but good Lord, it smells like, I'm sorry, it's like on my face, it's like intoxicating. But like, look, it does give a really nice glow. I know I'm not doing it any justice with the whole smell thing, but if you're not sensitive to smells, it's not that it smells bad, it's just really like a lot on my face. But, and then I just kind of will like pat it in, okay? Pat, pat, pat. And then I will work it down, any excess, like onto the neck, stuff like that, okay? But this, it smells like, it kind of reminds me of the fluoride. Like, I don't know about you guys, but in middle school, they would like file us into the cafeteria like a little herd and and we would all have to swish this freaking fluoride. And I feel like what that tasted like, that's what this smells like. And that's why I'm like, I wish it wasn't as scented, but I do like that it makes me all like glowy. Like look at the bounce. Look at the bounce. Oh. Okay, anyways, moving on. We will let this soak in just for a couple minutes and then I'm gonna go in with my dewdrops. Okay. Okay, all right, so it has been about 5 minutes. So I am just going to take this. It does have a pump on it. Hopefully you can see that. So it does have a little pump. I just take 2 pumps of it and I put it right on my finger. That is 2 pumps of it. And I just get it on like my 3 fingers here. And then I just start tapping it onto my face at first. So the dewdrops are like, I was reading on the packaging and there's like different ways that you can use it. You can like mix it in with your foundation to make it a little bit more hydrating, which honestly, I might give that a try. Just, yeah, I just feel like, I typically use like VFX foundation from pharmacy and I just feel like my skin is changing and I need more hydration, okay? I need more. I need more. So, but like, oh my God, like look at the glow. Like I never used to want my skin to glow like this. And maybe if you have oily skin, maybe you're like, ew, no, I don't want that. Then it's probably not the product for you. But everyone has different skin needs and I don't know. I just love this stuff. The dewdrops are not as bad. They are it's called Watermelon Glow. Let me just show you here because I'm not going to try to pronounce all this. But it does actually have like a watermelon smell to it, which I like the watermelon smell. Like, I don't know. Like it, because it's very subtle. It's not as potent as the face cream. But anyways, there were different uses for it. It's brightening, ultimate glow plus brightening. I don't know. I just went real basic with it and I just applied it right on top of my moisturizer and then I will put my primer on. Okay. But anyways, today's topic to talk about is just like, it's gonna be a little bit more of a broad topic than like the hairstylist thing that we did last time. I know these Tuesday Talks with Torrie are gonna be a little bit sporadic, okay? Until we can get more of a schedule down because our life is just crazy right now. Okay, so I did just add a little bit of like my lip plumper here. This is the one that I did the video on. I've still been using this lip plumper, but I like to just like put it on before I get my makeup on so that way, you know, get rid of some of the lines in the lips. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna prime first. I'm gonna be using this primer right here, okay? But we're gonna dive into the topic, okay? It is going to be a little bit more of a broad-ish topic. It's more so about the women supporting women. Like this is huge. Like you see it all over social media and everything like that. Women supporting women, you know, queens supporting queens. Like, I guess I just kind of wanted to touch on this because there's so much of it that we see about it, but yet I still feel like there's still like a guard up with this whole thing. And that kind of brings me to like female friendships. Like female friendships, why are they so hard to come by? Why is it so hard to find good female friends, right? Like, because I know I'm not the only one that has this issue, because like I've literally talked to other women that are like, oh my God, same girl. Okay, so first and foremost, before we get going here, I got the primer on there, and I am going to use this highlight stick to just kind of like color correct some areas. I'm going for more of like you've seen that like dewy, kind of glowy, natural look, okay? So yeah, just putting this on here. Anyways, female friendships, they are really hard to come by. And I feel like it goes back to like being young and just like, you know, when you go to school, like high school for sure. Lord almighty, high school. Oh, I could not get out of high school fast enough. And with high school friendships, like, I don't know, and maybe this wasn't for, you know, everyone's experience. And if this was not your experience, like, I'm super happy for you that it was not your experience. But I feel like a lot of girls experience, you know, these type of friendships in high school, and it's just, you know, there's no trust because there's drama, there's, you know, people talking about people, like, you know, someone gets up and leaves the lunch table and they immediately start talking about that person, and it's just vicious. And it's like, I feel like it just gets worse and worse as the years go by. And there's bullying, and the jealousy leads to that mean girl mentality where you feel like you have to put someone else down to make yourself feel better. And it's just like, where does this come from? Where does this mentality come from? You know, I guess to me, I don't understand it. I don't. But these traits, like, by the way, damp beauty blender, and I'm just like pressing this in here. Sorry, I get going on my tangents and you guys are probably like, what the hell are you doing? Okay, hold up. I'm dabbing my lip plumper off. There we go. You know, these traits are learned, and, you know, in high school we go through it, like whatever, what have you. And these traits are a learned thing, I feel like, just because of the situations that we're put in and everything like that, okay? And I mean, like I said, I couldn't get out of high school fast enough. I graduated early because of like just drama. I just wanted out. I just hated all the immaturity of it. It's not my thing, not my jam. And these traits, they carry over into our adult lives. You know, it's like you think that you're gonna get away from it in high school. You're like, oh, just hold out. Like, high school's almost over. You're almost in the real world. Like, things are gonna get better. And it's not to say that they won't, but you get your first big girl job and there's other women working in this, you know, whatever. If there's other women working around you, it's like, bam, back in high school again. Like, oh, it is exhausting. It is. And worse yet, when, whatever, you know, women, you know, we decide to have kids, if you decide to have kids, and if you're putting off these, you know, these traits that you have just like learned, I guess, I don't know if it's a learned thing, if it's just, I don't even know. But, you know, if you decide to have kids, and then they're watching these malicious, you know, behaviors, and they're learning this, and then it's just like the cycle continues. And it's like, at some point, we as women, like, we have to do better. Like, we do. I just feel like that's all there is to it. We have to do better, and it is not that hard to be kind to one another. And like, I am a firm believer in the saying, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Like, for real though. So I am going to pause, hold on. I'm gonna be using this foundation. Don't hate me. This foundation, Pharmacy, it is the Serum Foundation, and they did discontinue it. So don't hate me. I don't know why the hell they discontinued this stuff, because it's nice. But I am actively looking for a dupe for this. I know I've had a couple people ask me if I've tried the Charlotte Tilbury. I have not tried that, and I even seen a couple dupes from like Maybelline and stuff like that for that foundation. So I'm gonna be trying some more stuff, promise. So sorry this one's discontinued, but I really want to go for that glowy look. Okay, so I am literally like, it's running down into my eyebrow. It's fine. So I am just putting this kind of all over, taking a break from my rant here. I have really been like needing that more like dewy finish because I feel like the more matte I try to go with my foundation, the worse off my skin looks. Like I feel like it just looks like cakey on there and it brings out all my fine lines and stuff, and we don't need that. So I take my damp beauty blender and I just start patting this all over. And it is, I mean, I don't want to tell you too much about the Serum Foundation because like I said, it is discontinued. Bring it back. But see, like it just gives such a nice like glow. So yeah, I literally just like pat this all in, but it, like I was saying, it's more of a medium coverage. But that's kind of why I put like that highlight stick to kind of color correct. Get out of my eyebrow. Come on now. Jeez Louise. I mean, I know I do my brows after my makeup, but come on. If you guys have any like favorites for like more of a dewy foundation, drop them in the comments. Because like I said, actively looking for more of a dewy finish foundation, because even like my VFX foundation that I've been using and really liking, I just feel like I said, my skin is just changing and I just need something more hydrating. And it's okay to get the foundation on the lips a little bit. We're looking crazy right now. Anyways, going back into my rant. Yes, we are going back into it. You know, and social media doesn't make anything any easier. I feel like, you know, bullying and stuff like that, it can go into like cyberbullying, like everything like that. Like I am very passionate about bullying. Like, no, no. Obviously, like I won't go into my whole backstory in high school, but you know, I was bullied by my peers, moms. I've, you know, felt targeted by certain like teachers. It just, I don't know. It just, my whole like high school career, I was miserable in high school. I hated it. And everyone's like, oh, you know, talking about wanting to go back to their high school days. I'm like, frick that. I'm good. Peace. Because I'll have people ask me, they're like, oh, don't you regret graduating early? Like, don't you want to go back to high school? I'm like, no. No, I'm good. Okay, so got that all pressed in. Like, I know, like, I'm looking ghostly right now, but like, look at how like nice and like, I don't know. Dewy finish. Ladies, if you have maturing skin at all and you feel like you're starting to see your fine lines and stuff, like get a dewy foundation, okay? Okay, now that we had that talk, I have actually tried a couple things from the Rare Beauty line, which is actually Selena Gomez's line, and I am thoroughly impressed. Like the contour stick, that's what this is. It blends in so freaking easy. I got the shade Full of Life. It's this color right here, maybe. And like it blends, it like goes on like butter, I swear. So yeah. What I would do is I would put it kind of here, okay? So right under my cheekbone, up in here. Also, I do a little bit here. I know it looks crazy right now. I do have to take a breath for air sometimes, you guys. I know I talk a lot. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do it to this side. Okay. And then literally, you guys, actually, oh, I forgot. I've been trying to put a little bit like right above the lip, not on top of the lip. I don't like the whole like contour, like all, yeah, it don't work for my lips. I've tried it. So this is where I put mine. I'll show you. I'll show you. Okay, so damp blending bud, and then you just start like pressing it and working it in, and like watch how like easy this happens. It's crazy. Like y'all, do we see like, look at how pretty this is. Like it just blends so nice. But since we were on the topic of the whole like social media platforms and, you know, and how it can aid in the whole bullying thing, you can meet some amazing people, and it can be used for good. It doesn't have to be used for, you know, bullying and all that stuff. And you, like I said, you can get to know some like really amazing people. But at the same time, you also have to like, you have to be cautious about who you surround yourself with and who you are spending time with. And not necessarily even in person, but just like, you know, when you make connections. Obviously, like, you guys know, like, I still use my pharmacy products and stuff. I'm just not as like big into the like MLM side of it now, but I made some amazing friends. You meet some amazing people, you do. But definitely like being cautious and conscious of who you're giving time to, and loving yourself enough to set boundaries, because I feel like that's an important part too of educating our kids on, like, if you have children, educating our kids on not just like being kind to people, but educating them on what, like, healthy relationships, what is allowed and what isn't allowed. You know, like, I was brought up in an environment where you kind of sucked it up and you did what you had to, even if you were killing yourself for people that didn't really appreciate you. And I have had to learn to step away from that mentality, because it'll kill me. Like, I'll probably have a nervous breakdown someday if I keep operating like that, because I did operate like that for a long time. We have to love ourselves enough to set those boundaries, and it's good for our kids to see that too. I personally, this is all opinion, okay? So you can disagree with me if you want, that's fine. I think it's important for them to see that you set boundaries and you actually care about your mental health, because it is so easy to let other people take advantage of you, and it damages your mental health, whether you even realize it or not, because you're teaching people how you will and won't be treated, you know? It's like, I don't know, I just feel like we let things slide so much, and then it's like, before you know it, you're a doormat, like, constantly just like letting people like use you when you're needed, and then you know, it's like, oh, once you're not helping them with something, or you're not providing them with any sort of value, then, you know, oh, okay, bye. Like, like that's not a healthy relationship. Like, a friendship is a two-way street. Like, you have to like meet in the middle, and that's, I feel like that's where a lot of friendships kind of fail, is like, it's more one-sided than the like other one, if that makes sense. I don't know, you guys, I don't know, I don't even know. I'm trying to multitask and my brain can't hang, okay? My squirrel brain is struggling. Okay, but like, look at that, like, look at that contour. Okay. Okay, all right, so let me go in with my concealer. I am gonna use my pharmacy concealer here. This is in the shade 01. Come on, there we go. This is in the shade 01, and I'm just gonna go ahead and like brighten this up in here. Okay, so then just using the tip of the blending bud, I'm just kind of like pressing this in. And ladies, like, since when do we need to like come down on each other for our personal likes or dislikes, or like our style choices? Like, I see so much, like, I see amazing like support from women and stuff on TikTok and stuff, but I also see like moms and mature women that should be acting not this way, like hating on women that are just like experimenting with makeup or trying something new. And it's like, why are we coming down on each other like this? Like just, it's not that hard. Just cheer for one another. And if you can't do that, just keep scrolling. Like, why is that so hard? Why is that so hard? And even the people in your life that you're surrounding yourself with, if they're not cheering you on, I would say just to be cautious, because it seems like the more experiences I've had with that, it's like, if people can't cheer for you that are in your corner, then they're probably not actually in your corner. Like, and it's sad. It's really, really sad that it has to be that way. But, you know, it's like, to me, it's second nature. If I see someone, like, I don't really scroll a whole lot because I will get lost in the scroll of like Facebook or TikTok or whatever. Okay, so I also kind of bring my concealer just on the sides of my nose here, just to kind of like, there we go. Like, look how, like, okay, sorry, I'm back. I also I grabbed the little like trial size of the one size loose powder, okay? So this is the translucent. I don't normally do a loose powder. I normally do pressed powder, and I also normally do my BB powder. But we are gonna try this, okay? I'm so scared of loose powders, you guys. So I'm just trying to like get the under eye and just all around the eyes where I put my concealer. I'm just trying to get that set a little bit because otherwise I feel like I get creasing if I don't. Okay, not too bad. It's nice and soft, and I don't feel like it brings out my lines too much. We dig in it so far. I have seen people even using like the Maybelline Fit Me like loose powder, which I actually used to use Maybelline Fit Me press powder. So I'm kind of interested to try the loose powder to see what that's like. So I don't know, might be trying that too. Like I said, I'm just trying to switch some stuff up because my skin is changing, y'all. So anywhere I put the concealer, I'm just kind of like setting a little bit. Then I'm gonna go right under my contour here, just to kind of get that nice like lifted. Everything nowadays, y'all, is lifted. We lifted. We giving ourselves a facelift. Sorry, I'm getting real focused, you guys. So anywhere that it might crease, and I did just like shake it into the lid, and I'm just using my little heart like powder poofer thing. I will say this powder like makes the lines in my, look at that, look at, oh my God. See, I put the powder right here. Look at how you can see the lines around it, and where the translucent powder is, you can't see the lines. Oh my God, stuff's magic. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Okay, so you can kind of see it, but not as exaggerated as that side. Okay. I'm just dusting it to kind of blend it. Okay? All right. I'm digging it. Digging it. That one I did get at Sephora as well, but that way there's no like creasing or lines or anything like that. Okay? Let me get... Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get my brows on. Okay, so I've been using my Mad Love brow stamp, but I don't use the stencil anymore. I actually just like using it with my brush, like my flat angled brush. So I'm gonna brush over this here. So I literally use like the product in the cap, and I take my flat angled brush here. If you want like a more in-depth tutorial on the brows, because I'm gonna go pretty quick with this, if you want more in-depth, I do have a video how I like ombre my brows, but I'll show you the basics of me lining it. Okay, so from there's the outline of it. I don't bring the top line in as far as this, so then I'm just gonna fill in and then ombre the front, and then I'll go and do the other one. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, brows are done. Like I said, if you want to see more like in-depth, just check out that other video. But okay, now we're gonna go to blush. Okay, I was like really nervous about this, but this is also from Rare. It's really hard to say, I don't know why. This is also from Rare Beauty. Okay, and I did get the color Believe because I do like a little bit more of like a darker blush-ish. So it is a liquid blush. Okay, this is what the applicator looks like. It's got kind of like a circular part right here. So you just put a couple dots here. Yikes. Okay, and then I'm using like the bigger part here. And it's like really scary at first, like, oh my God. Because I was applying this the other day and I'm like, dear God, I effed up my makeup. And like, if I find any edges to be too harsh, I feel like it's almost better to kind of go at it with your finger and just kind of like blend it out. And I kind of bring it up into the temple. But it's just like, it's a really pretty color. I don't know. this, I will just kind of like pop on my nose here. Okay. Yes, it just gives a nice like color. Gives a nice color. Sometimes I feel like my powder blushes like don't give enough, like they don't pack enough punch. And other times I feel like they will start with like really good pigment, and then the powder ones I feel like they kind of like fade off throughout the day. I don't know. But then this was another, so I got 3 different things from Rare Beauty. Why is that so hard? And this one is the liquid highlight liquid luminizer. And this one's called Mesmerize, which is kind of like a rose goldish colored one. It is really pretty. Like, look how big this bottle is. Like, it's pretty big. So I just like to put a few dots right on the cheekbone there. And then I just use my finger. I used this the other day, and like I even went to the gym and everything, you guys. And honestly, like I actually liked how, because I went more of like the dewy finish and I used this stuff, that like I didn't feel like it was like caked on my face. Like, look how pretty that glow is. Oh my God. It's like really pretty. Like compare, like this one's still like kind of dewy glowy, but then you turn over here, it's like super, super pretty glow, right? Okay, let me get this on the other side. Okay, so I got it on that cheekbone, right? Super pretty. So I did just put a few dots kind of like in the middle here, like on the bridge of my nose, on the tip of my nose. It is just so pretty. I like to have a little there, here, and a couple dots up on my forehead. Just kind of like where the light would normally catch, you know? You know? I think another reason like it is so scary to share makeup tips and tricks, like yes, I am a licensed cosmetologist, makeup artist, whatever, but like trends change all the time, and I feel like that's another, quite honestly, it's a form of bullying. When people like try to come at people for like techniques they're using, like, oh, you're doing it wrong or things like that, and it's like, you know what, there is no wrong way. If it works for you, it works for you. That's all there is to it. So I always used to like get so frustrated with any like makeup artist that would actually like say that to like customers, clients, like, no, oh no, you need to be doing it this way. Like, yeah, if they're having issues with how they're applying it and they're asking for help, okay. But if they're just like, I don't know, it bugs me. It's like, if it works for you, then do it, because there are 1,000,001 ways to get from point A to point B, and there's no right or wrong way, okay? If it works, it works. Okay, so there is kind of the like glowy look. We digging it? Okay, so now, I'm gonna grab my pressed powder. I actually use this as my bronzer, but this is the Warm Dark in the pressed powder from Pharmacy. So I am gonna use this, and then I'm just going to kind of use a little bit of a fluffier brush for this, because with bronzer, you don't have to be as accurate. It's just to kind of help like bring your face to life, right? Like we all need just a little bit of life. So I kind of go over the area that I contoured, but I'm being just a little bit more broad, and I'm kind of bringing it down here on my jaw, under here. It's not as strategic as contour, okay? Contour is used to sculpt the face, whereas bronzer is just used to kind of add some color, bring some life to your face, like, yeah, a lot of good stuff. Okay, so then I like to kind of bring it up here in the corners. It is really hard to get used to like switching from a very matte powdery makeup routine to switching to something more dewy, because at first it does feel a little bit heavier on the skin, and it almost kind of like tricks you and makes you think like, ooh, I'm oily, but really it's just, that's kind of the more like hydrated feel to it. So you definitely do have to make sure you're using like setting spray, all that stuff. So, and then I even like to dust my bronzer back onto my ears so that they match. And then down here, and then I just kind of like to dust it onto my neck so that everything blends and it doesn't look like it doesn't match. So if I'm wearing like a top like this and like say if like I have a sweater or something like that, but like if I'm wearing a top like this, I even like to, don't put my necklaces on before I do this, but even just kind of like loosely dust it onto your chest and everything. It just kind of helps add that color and bring some life. I cannot wait for summer. There we go. See how like, I don't know, it's just so pretty and so just like, ah. Yes, I just did that. Oh my God. Like if you come across a woman on social media and you just like, you see her like feeling herself, like hype her up, like just let her live in her moment. Why, I don't know, I feel like that's so hard for people to like let someone feel themselves, like feel myself. Like just let them, it's not that hard. Just, or if you can't, like, I don't know, the negative comments, they bug me, because it's like you could literally just keep scrolling and not leave that negative comment and not like put that doubt, plant that doubt in someone's head about themselves. Because let's be real, if you're like, maybe you're the most confident person in the world, but if you're constantly reading comments about like, oh, you know, like your eyebrows are too thick, oh, caterpillars, oh, you're this, you're that, and negativity, like it chips away at you and it is going to eventually affect you. I don't care how confident you are, it's going to affect you. And so it's like, just hype people up, you know? I'm sorry, but I'm the hype chick, okay? I'm the hype chick, so. Okay, so I got the bronzer on there. I'm gonna wait to put like my powder highlighter. I just put a smidge bit on there at the end. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeliner, and you guys, I'm going to attempt a wing. You guys know how much I love wings. I loathe them. I hate them. I'm sorry. I don't say hate to a lot of things, but I hate doing wings because I feel like they always end up like clear out here by the time I'm done, and they're not even, and you know, it's never pretty, okay? And I always get frustrated. So I actually did have someone, I had this brand called Eye Method. They reached out and they wanted to send me one of their winged eyeliner stamps, and I've actually been kind of eyeballing this anyways, and so I was like, yes, yeah, let's try this and see if this actually freaking works. Like, is this really gonna work? I have no idea, but I did, like, I thought it was gonna be brown, because like on the top here where it shows this, like it looks brown. Does that not look brown? Like I tried it on my hand and it's definitely black, but I thought it was gonna be brown, and I was like, I like black eyeliner for my wings, but you know, whatever. This is what the box looks like. It is, you know, cutesy right there. The little thing on the back here. So, you know, eh. Okay, and it actually gives you two different ones because obviously like you have a right and a left eye, right? So I wasn't even thinking about that, but they give you a right wing and a left wing. So it's actually like thought out. So it has the wing on one side here. Okay, so here's what this looks like. I don't know if you can read it or not, but it says Eye Method Beauty. It says right wing. So this is the stamp side. This is what this bad boy looks like. I don't know if you can see it or not. So it's legit a stamp. I'm sorry you can't see this. It's hard to. It's legit a stamp, okay? I'm real nervous. And then the other end is just a thicker like felt tip eyeliner, okay? And I say thicker, it's thin at the end, but it gets thicker. I'm making a mess of my nails. You guys, started doing my own nails at home here and I'm already making a mess of them. Do I start with the right or the left? Let's start with the left, I suppose. It literally just says prep, prime, and powder for step 1. Step 2 is stamp. Step 3, line. All right, let's see if it's really that easy. Oh my God, I'm nervous. How do I do this? I can't see. Okay, I didn't press it right. I forgot to shake it. Yeah, it definitely said shake it first. Okay, we shook it because I got like a dot and maybe I'm not placing it right. Oh God. Oh. Okay, that's not terrible. Okay. I was so scared. We is gonna line it with the other side. I definitely feel like this would take some getting used to, because like you gotta place it just so. Okay, that's actually not terrible. I'm probably gonna do this and jack it up, but I kind of want to extend this a little bit. Oh yeah, I'm gonna jack it up. Yeah, so I just pulled the tail of it out a little bit. I mean, I will say that's a lot easier than what I normally am doing, which is like fussing with it for like 20 minutes. Okay, so I did extend the tail just a little bit, but like, what do we think? What do we think? It's not bad. I think if I like really wanted to do a wing and I was in a hurry, I would definitely grab this. Like, it's not my everyday liner though, I will say, just because normally I like to do a little bit of a lighter eyeliner and more so exaggerate with lashes. But do we try the other side? Okay, so shaking it up. So here's the right wing. Like, I feel like, oh shit. Ow. Okay, well, that one wasn't as easy. Let's try the end. Okay, there's that. So like, it came out kind of spotty on the top, but for me personally, all I need is like that line out here to kind of connect it with, and I feel like I made them uneven. So it's kind of tricky with like placement of it, and that's what I was skeptical about. Okay, so for this side, I'm not really digging it. Maybe it's the way I'm holding my hand. I don't know, y'all. Let's try to save this with some lashes, okay? Okay, so I am kind of saving it with a little bit of concealer here. Okay, like that. Just kind of straightening out that bottom line, and it kind of like saves it. So, I don't know. I would say that like the placement of it is very tricky because still you can stamp one side higher or lower than the other, so it's still not going to be like perfect. So as far as like the advertisements where it's just like stamp, draw, done, like there's a little bit more finesse to it than that. I feel like I don't hate it. I definitely think it is nice to be able to like go ahead and at least get that little line going so you know like kind of where to go, because otherwise I probably would have like ended up like out to here with my eyeliner. Yeah, I just don't like to lead people astray and be like, it's so easy, boom, done, like that type of thing. So that's kind of my like thoughts on it. It is on Amazon, so if you want to give it a try, I mean, it's worth a try. I mean, what do we think? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Yes? No? I don't know. All right, let's pop some lashes on. I am going to put my Wow Drama lashes on from Pharmacy. These are some of my favorites, so I'm gonna pop these babies on. Hold on. Okay, that's better. Yes. Yeah, I'm digging it. I really didn't think I was going to do any eyeshadow, but I might just do one color just to show you guys how quick it is to like add just a little bit of depth and make your eyes like really pop. Obviously the lashes help a lot. So I am going to use a color from my whatever. This is a ColourPop palette, okay? This is like one of my very favorite palettes. It is very well loved, if you can't tell. I feel like these have some of my favorite like shimmer tones to them, even though there's not very many. I don't know, I tend to go towards like coppery and mauve and maroons, and I don't know why, but so we're just gonna go super simple, okay? And I am just gonna take this color right here. It's called Pink Slip. And I'm going to use this brush. This is from one of my Amazon sets. So then I just tap off any excess, and I will put it right into my crease, just a little bit. And I go back and forth. And it's a light color, but it just brings out the, like, I don't know if you can tell, like, yeah, you can totally tell the difference. Like, look at this eye compared to this eye. It just, like, I don't know, it just adds the slightest bit of depth, because I do have hooded eyes, so it's like a lot of my eyelid is like hid, so I like to try to make that pop out. And that's another reason I don't really do a thick eyeliner anymore, is because I've learned that by not doing a thick eyeliner, it honestly opens up my eyes and makes them look bigger, because I do have like that hooded eye where my eyelid kind of goes up into this part. So, but this is just one of the ways that you can kind of accentuate this and make it look like your eyelid is kind of protruding a little bit more, is you just put a little bit of a shadow color in the crease, and I will just work it back and forth until I get it nice and like blown out or blended, however you want to say it. Lately, I have been liking pulling my eyeshadows out just a little bit, just because I kind of feel like it lifts. It just lifts everything up. So just that simple, just putting that color in there. Let me just add a little bit more over here. So you can leave it just like that if you want to. Otherwise, if you want to deepen it at all, I would probably reach for this color right here. It's called In Bold. And I'll just dab the tiniest bit just so you can see. Again, I'm staying right in my crease and working up from the crease. I'm not bringing it down onto the eyelid at all. And when I get this color on my brush, I'm literally tapping because they are very pigmented. And I'm just kind of extending it past just a little bit up in here. So you see by extending it like that, it kind of like pulls everything up, kind of gives you more of that like slant. I've really been liking doing my shadow like that lately. So same thing over here, just working in the crease. And you will not really see me do a whole lot of like cut creases and stuff like that, just because like I feel like it kind of accentuates my hooded eyes. So I do eyeshadow looks that really like work for my eyes. I've tried a lot of different like cut creases and I just feel like it doesn't flatter my eyes or the lines around my eyes. I always get more heavy-handed with my shadow on the second eye, so then I have to go back. Okay, so there is that look. That was just 2 colors because I had my eye based with like the concealer and I set it with the loose translucent powder, so it was all like set and prepped. That's actually really pretty. But like I said, that's like one of my favorite palettes. I don't know. It's one that I reach for very frequently. Okay, so I might just pop a little bit of mascara. I am going to use the Lash Princess here just because I have it close by and I want just a little bit more boldness kind of added right on this outer edge. Still keeps the eyes like nice and open, even having that like the dark liner on top. Okay, what are we going to do? Okay, so I just need to place a little bit of my highlighter and we'll do lips and we should be good to go. Okay, so for my powder highlighter, I like to use the Terracotta highlight powder and I take a little bit on my ring finger and I'll put it just like a tiny bit on the tip of the nose, a little bit right here on the Cupid's bow. I always like to put it on the inner corner because it really does make a difference and like open up your eyes, make it look nice and bright. Okay, so then I will just take my fan brush, dust that in the highlight powder, and just ever so slightly kind of touch the cheekbones here. There we go. That way it just gives it a nice glow. You guys know I like me some highlight. One other step that I always like to do because my makeup like covers up my little mole here. There we go. So I just kind of like remark my little mole, beauty mark, whatever. So I'm trying to pick out my lip liner, but you guys, I found this set of like, I don't know, like 50 some lip liners. No joke. So I'm gonna pick something from this. Okay, we're gonna go with this color here. This is the brand of these, by the way. I'll link it on my Amazon storefront and that link is down below. I'll put it under like the makeup portion of it. But, so this one is called Current. So I tested it on my hand. It's kind of like a maroonish, purpley color. More maroon than purple. I don't know. Let's try it. First, I need some lip conditioner because my lips are dry AF. I kind of let that sit on there for a little bit and then I will like dab it off. Okay, so just wiped some of that off. Okay, so going in with Current, I'm going to overline in the middle here and then I'm gonna kind of underline and tuck it in the corners, and that's gonna kind of give you more of that like pouty lip. That changes the appearance of the lips just a little bit. And then I think I might use this color here, maybe, I don't know. All right, we're gonna try this color here. This one, I believe it's called Moneymaker, I think. This is one of the VFX lipsticks, liquid lipsticks. It's kind of a nudish color, but I always like to put a lighter color in the middle of my lips. Ew, I don't like that. Hold please. Okay, sorry, I did not like that color combo. We're going in with mauve pink, pink mauve in the matte liquid lipsticks. That's much better. Much better with this lip liner. The other one was like an orangey nude base. This is more of like a pinkish. Very pretty. I like that. Okay, okay. All right, we did it. We accomplished a makeup look. All right, hold on. Let's spray the setting spray and get this all set in place. So I almost get my face like wet with it, especially since we are trying to do more of the dewy finish and didn't set with like as much powder. You really want to make sure that it is set in place. Okay, so there's that. The lips, you can add gloss if you want to, but yeah, let me finish my hair and we'll be right back. Okay, put together, I threw on a little hat. I didn't really feel like doing my hair, and so a lot of times when I don't feel like doing my hair, I will put a hat on and I'll just like flip my hair up into some little like side bun thing. I have like 4 bobby pins in there. It's real technical. Just kidding. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out. If you've hung out till this point and, you know, stayed tuned and everything, thank you so much for hanging out. Drop some comments. Let me know if you learned anything. But seriously, you guys, like, we can be the difference, like for changing how women interact with each other and how we support each other. We can be that change, and we can start that, but it just takes a little bit of effort on our part. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I am a firm believer in if you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say anything at all. Like, it's not gonna kill you to just like keep scrolling or whatever. So let's just support one another. Queens supporting queens, like women supporting women, women empowerment, everything about it, because I don't see how women can advance if we're always constantly fighting each other. I think we're stronger when we're together. So breaking the cycle by, you know, teaching our kids to be kind to one another. And obviously, like, we're human beings, we have like tendencies and everything like that. So I know, like, in a perfect world, like, yes, all of this would be gone, all the drama, all of the hatred, the everything. Like, I just think this world would be just like stronger in general if we could just like all come together and find some kind of common ground. But if you are gonna be about it, when you're like, if you're gonna talk about it, then be about it. Don't just like be like, oh, women supporting women, and then like, you know, someone gets up from the table and leaves and you're like, oh my God, can you believe she was carrying a knockoff bag? Like just like drama shit like that. Like, I'm sorry, but just like cut it out. Like, it is not necessary. And if you are part of a circle that is like that, babe, you can't change the people around you. Like, I heard this the other day and it was like mind blowing. Like, so simple, but you can't change the people around you, but you can change the people around you. Be conscious of who you are surrounding yourself with, because there are a lot of positive people out there. There are a lot of people that have a light to shine. And if you surround yourself with those people, you will notice a dramatic change in even yourself and the way you act and just everything. So this has just been on my heart about, you know, women supporting women and just really trying to hone in on that. And yeah, I don't know. Hopefully you got a little bit of, I don't know, motivation, something from this, but anyways, you guys, let me know what makeup looks you are wanting to see. I kept it fairly simple with this. Like I said, just went for more of that like dewy kind of glowy look, and I've really been liking how this wears throughout the day. It doesn't look as like caked on there as it does when I have like powder packed on. So I don't know, this has kind of been my jam lately. But anyways, you guys, have a wonderful rest of your week, you guys, and I'll be letting you know when the next Tuesday Talks with Torrie is coming up. And don't forget, you guys, hit that subscribe button before you leave, and we will see you next video. Bye, guys.